Good morning. We are in Boston, Massachusetts. Well, a little outside of Boston. And I'm gonna take you on a 2 days in Boston days in my life. I am in a hotel room right now. Jimmy just went to work. We just had a weekend with my aunt and uncle and it was Easter, but let's get ready and we can talk about it while I do my makeup and we decide where we're gonna go because it's a crazy weekend here in Boston. So let's go. So when I was on tour with a lot of children's theater shows, we used to stay in hotels often. So I have very ingrained rituals like in my body at staying at hotels. And honestly, one of them is using the weird coffee mugs that they send us. We would get up sometimes at 8 a.m. Not 8 a.m., like 6 a.m. to go perform for children at 8 a.m. So if I was doing that, I was needing coffee. Sometimes they would have it for us. Sometimes we'd go to Starbucks. I think there's a coffee shop downstairs, like a Starbucks, like part of the hotel, but I'm just gonna try to use one of these like weird things and, you know, see what happens. Oh, let's not do this one, it's decaf. This one, we'll do this one. We have to do some makeup, and then after we do some makeup, I just gotta check in with some clients and see what's up and what's everybody doing, and I'll do a little work in the morning, and then I think Jimmy and I are getting lunch, I hope so, and then afterwards I'll go into the city. That's the plan, but I'm going really slow right now, so let's go, let's speed this up. So I was thinking like, oh, maybe I'll put some creamer into my coffee, but I'm laughing at this because it says non-dairy creamer on it, like the front of it says non-dairy creamer, and on the back it says contains milk. I mean, granted, it does say not a source of lactose, so maybe there's just like not lactose in it, but I mean, the ingredients are crazy. It's like corn syrup, vegetable oil. It's fully just artificial junk, so I'm not putting it in there, but that is so funny. So non-dairy creamer legit says contains milk. Nope. I threw that in the trash. Okay, let's do it. I need, hopefully, to go to an Ulta today. You know what? Actually, I don't need to go to Ulta today. I'm just gonna buy it online. I'm obsessed. I said this in my last video. I'm obsessed with this Serena Williams brand YWN Beauty. This kid. And it's, I went to so many different Ultas. I've already told the story. I'm just annoyed about it. So now I have to buy it online. I didn't want to buy it online, but we're gonna buy it online. Cheers. Sunscreen, always sunscreen. Every time I'm like done with a product, I always just put it right back in the bag. Do you think people do that? Because then it's like, I know how many products I still have left to put on my face. Did I just spill on myself? No, I spilled on the ground. This is sad because I need that product, but happy it's not on me. I just got this Rare Beauty powder, and I think it's the wrong shade for me, but we're just gonna use it because I bought it. I'm only doing powder like around my T-zones anyway. Whatever. So now I'm gonna do some work on my iPad and it's gonna be a little bit boring, but I'm just prepping myself for the week because it is Monday before we go out into this beautiful Boston area. It's funny because I go to Boston all the time, especially when Jimmy and I were in long distance relationship land. His last house apartment was in Newton. Jimmy lived in a suburb of Boston. Every time I say Boston, I really mean a suburb of Boston because Jimmy never actually lived in Boston because his job is also outside of Boston in a lovely suburb. There's a lot of suburbs with Boston, but I would always go into Boston proper when I was visiting Jimmy's. AMTRAK trains were so expensive this weekend, classic, because there were so many things happening this weekend in Boston. It was like the 250th anniversary of the Revolution. There was Patriots Day, so it was the Paul Revere ride. So they start at North End, and Paul Revere, you know, got on his horse, and one if I land, two if I see, was like, British are coming, the British are coming. He rides this long ride to Lexington and Concord on horse. Like, this man does it on a horse. They do the reenactment of Lexington and Concord, the Battle of Lexington and Concord, and we tried to go to Concord the other day, and it was crazy. We could not get through. We should have taken the train in. One of Jimmy's friends told us we should have taken a train, and we just didn't. We tried to drive, and so that was funny, but we did get to see it. But Paul Revere does this on Patriots Day, and Patriots Day this year was Saturday because Easter was Sunday, so Easter Sunday, and everyone's celebrating that. And then today, Monday, is Marathon Monday. So we have the Boston Marathon today, which my father has ran a couple times. Two? I think two. Three? I think two. I'm assuming two. I remember in like 2004 he had ran, and I was there, and I think he's run one more time since, or before that. Anyway, Boston Marathon. So the Boston Marathon is today, and which is honestly like a very huge holiday in Boston as well. A lot of people take off and watch the marathon, and it's just funny because the marathon route is kind of near where my aunt and uncle's house is, and I was just there, but then Jimmy and I came up for work. They're in my heart of hearts. I should have stayed down there, but I wanted to obviously be with Jimmy, so here I am up here. But yes, sorry, I've been talking way too much. We need to work. Let's work so that we can chat a little bit more later. Okay. Actually, crazy story. I did put in my calendar that an audition goes live at 10. So I'm really excited about that I'm looking at it now because it is 9:45. So 9:55. So I'm opening that up because I really want to get seen at this audition. And as a non-union member, I normally don't get the privilege or the chance to sign up online, so this is really exciting for me, and yeah, so hopefully I get a slot. No stress, everyone. I got a time slot, so we are set for that audition next week. Jimmy and I got Sweet Green. Yum. Sweet Green. Cute. Got the kale Caesar, but I had tofu. Happy days. Bye, Jimmy. Jimmy goes back to work. See you later. Love you. Goodbye. Okay, so we're at the mall. You know I love the mall. So here we go. 2 of my little Boston adventure. We are going to go hang out with my friend Sean, who is currently on the national tour of Shucked, the musical, which, oh, I have it right here. It was Jimmy's, he folded it. We went and saw the show on Saturday night, which was really exciting because he had texted me earlier in the week being like, he's a swing, so normally he's not in like on stage every time. So apparently somebody had scheduled a little outing in Boston and he told me he was on, and so we got to see him. He was playing the roles he played. I mean, he does so much, but his specific performance, he was playing Tank. So if you know Shucked, you know. But this musical is so freaking funny, which makes sense for Sean. Sean is the most clown, comical, hilarious. I was lucky to have been on tour with him at one point, and he's just so incredibly smart and comical and funny with his acting. Jimmy and I also saw him in Book of Mormon when that was on the tour. So if you've seen Book of Mormon on tour and you've seen Shucked on tour, you've probably seen Sean, which is really exciting. But yeah, he's a swing and he covers, oh gosh, he's a swing. So first off, crazy. That's crazy. He probably has like three or four tracks. And then he also understudies Gordy, Peanut, and Grandpa, which again, if you've seen the show, it totally makes sense. The Boston Citizens Opera House is absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful theater. I looked at a ton of different seat assignment things online because I really wanted to make sure I brought my family and I wanted to make sure that they had a good seat, because normally I'm sitting in the $59 seats in the corner, but you know, when you've got 4 other people that you're buying tickets for, it's hard. So I was online and I found a really good hack at the Citizens Opera House. When it was built, because it's honestly so wide, I was scared that the orchestra seating and balcony and mezzanine seating were going to be more flat than raised so you could see over people's heads. So row O in the orchestra is raised a level. It's slightly bumped up so that all of the orchestra seating up until that point are almost the same. It's like this. They're slightly up so you can see, but row O, oh my gosh, we had a perfect view. We were right in this, we were on the aisle of row O, so like 101 to 105. But yeah, you could see everything. I saw everyone. You know when you like see a show and you can't actually see the stage, like if you're sitting in the orchestra and you can't see the stage, we could see the stage, we could see the people's faces. It was awesome. So I highly recommend, if you're going to the Citizens Boston Opera House and you're looking for tickets, try to find tickets in row O. Pretty great. But yeah, that's Shucked the musical. So funny. It's just funny. Quirky, funny, happy, so great. This team did a great job. I had a great time. Very fun. A+, A+. We are gonna go hang out with Sean today. I think we're gonna start off in Assembly and go to Earl's. It's one of the brunch places that I really like going to. Today is a crazy day because I am leaving the hotel and I'm not coming back. I'm going straight to South Station, taking AMTRAK all the way to New York. Excited to be home, but I am sad to be leaving Jimmy, but he is still working this week and I have things that I have to do in New York. I just booked a photo shoot for tomorrow and we have some things to do. So let us finish this really lovely bad cup of coffee that I am enjoying and let's go to hang out with Sean and have another fun day in Boston.
just said bye to Sean. It was so nice to see him. That was really fun. And now we're just gonna head into the city and hang out for a little bit because my train is until 7:30. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna go walk Paul Revere's little train track, his little track. Just walk around, hang out in the park. It's really nice out. So yeah, and maybe figure out where I can get lunch or something cool. So yeah, yay. When it comes to Amtrak, and I think my train is going to be on track 7. I hope you can hear me, it's kind of loud. But oh my gosh, South Station! One, it's looking so much more beautiful than it was before. When I was coming here often, it was kind of a dumpster fire, and it was just, I mean, it's outside, so it's like warm inside, and then you come outside and it's a little bit, you know, but oh, I miss it. I miss feeling this way, like, because I was long distance, I was hanging out with Jimmy often, and being in South Station means leaving him, and that is, being in South Station gives me the feeling of saying goodbye, and it's kind of sad. Feeling really sad. I'm in my feels right now. I know it's only gonna be like a couple days, and honestly, absence makes the heart grow fonder, but like, I really do have PTSD from all of the AMTRAK trains of the 3 years that we were long distance. So here's to better views of AMTRAK and things like that. So I'm so happy you're here doing a little AMTRAK train with me. Happy days.